Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bill. We're going to be in the Labyrinth book, the fantasy trip, for this video. Let's see, we're going to go over IQ 20 spells. This should end the spell series with this video. There they are. So the first spell is Greater Magic Item Creation. Lets a wizard create any magic item on the Greater Magic Item list. See Creating Magic Items for details, costs, and other requirements. The next spell is Possession. The wizard casting this spell puts himself into a trance and takes over the body of some other creature. To be possessed, a person or animal must be in physical contact with the possessing wizard or some object he has previously prepared as a trap, or must be well known to the wizard. The victim gets a 4 dice saving roll against their own IQ, so 4d6 versus their IQ, to avoid being possessed when the attack first takes place. If he makes the roll, he will know who tried to possess him. Possession may be noticed by either a scholar or a good friend of the possessed victim on a 4 dice roll against the noticing person's IQ. So another 4d6 roll. The first time the victim is encountered after possession. It may also be detected by an analyze magic spell cast on the victim. During the possession, the wizard's own body lies in torpor and must be fed and taken care of unless the wizard comes back within a few hours. Possession ends when A. the possessing wizard dies, B. the victim dies, this also does 2 dice damage to the wizard, C. the possessing wizard voluntarily lets go, or D. a successful exorcism takes place. A dissolve enchantment spell, strength cost 50, so mana cost 50, will exorcise the possessor without harming him or the victim. The mana cost to cast this spell is 20 if it succeeds, 5 if the victim makes his saving roll. The strength is spent when the attack is made, not when the trap item is prepared. Preparing the trap uses the same spell, costing a separate 10 mana. And then here's the most powerful one that has multiple iterations. Word of Command. A wizard who knows one of these words can say it to any figure or to a group and compel obedience. The wizard must make his own adjusted dex roll to say the word properly. Each hearer gets a 5d6 roll versus IQ to avoid obeying. Effects of the word last 1 minute, 12 turns. Each victim then gets a 5d6 roll versus IQ each turn to escape its influence. A word of command may be spoken in the sorcerer's tongue, in which case it will affect any being with a mind, IQ over 2, that hears it. It may also be spoken in any language that the wizard knows, in which case it will affect only those who hear it and understand that language. A wizard speaking a word of command may direct it so that only those in front of him can hear, or whisper it to one person's ear, but cannot direct it much more finely than that. A wizard is not affected by his own word. Mana cost for using a word is 3 regardless of how many hear it. A number of different words of command are known. Each is a separate spell and must be learned separately. These include believe. Hearers will believe anything that anyone tells them. They cannot try to disbelieve in an illusion unless someone tells them it is not real. They cannot tell each other things. They always believe the last thing they see or hear while affected by this word. Come. Hearers will come to the wizard and follow where he leads. Do not. This must be used with another word of command. It cannot be used with an ordinary word. Hearers do the exact opposite of the negated word. Total mana cost remains 3. But now you have to know 2 words. Flee. Hearers will run madly from the wizard. Go that way. This word must be used with a gesture. Hearers will travel in the direction indicated. Kill. Hearers will mindlessly attack anything living. Obey. Hearers will attempt to obey any command given them by anyone. A figure commanded to harm itself, attack a friend, or make a suicidal attack will get 1 immediately 5d6 roll versus IQ to break the word's compulsion. And just for reference, if the IQ isn't higher than 12, if you rolled all 2s, that's a 10. So if any roll is higher than a 2 on one of the dice, you've pretty much lost the ability to resist. And that's why it's 5 dice. Obey. Hearers will attempt to obey any command given them by anyone. A figure of command. Okay, I already went over that one. Sorry. Quiet. Hearers do their best to make no sound whatsoever. Stop. Hearers stop whatever they are doing. Surrender. Hearers will drop their weapon or cease flight, and stand meekly. Other words of command include sing, scream, laugh, freeze, crawl, cry, hiccup, and eat. Some of these are very little practical use, but mages have never been apt to discard a spell just because it was pointless. There is no word of command for die. There are stories that sleep was once known, but it is not now found in grimoires. So if you wanted to put that in your game as a game master, that's one of the lost spells in the game at the moment. That's pretty cool. And that right there would end the IQ 20 spells. Not very many, but a lot of individual words of command there. The greater magic item creation, and the possession. Well, let me know which one was your favorite spell in the comments below. Share this with anyone that's thinking about playing in the fantasy trip and playing a wizard, and share all the previous IQ spells with them as well. Until we all game again, guys.